What is up, YouTube? This is Joe from Zephyr Digimon, and I'm going to bring to you guys a combo video that just showcases the power of what you can see here between the Guilmon engine and Guilmon line with Machinedramon. And it is all thanks to this. This card makes these synergies absolutely insane. And I'm going to share with you guys some combos that help understand why people are now playing what we now call Guil, Machinedramon Guil, Mugen Guil, Machinedramon, like any of that. And I'm going to share with you guys understanding on how you can implement this engine more with the Millenniumon deck. You've seen probably a profile here on the channel, but I essentially have been playing it wrong. I completely misunderstood how the two engines can work cohesively, and I'm going to share with you guys a few combos in terms of like how you can utilize the Guilmon package with the more Millenniumon line, but also primarily what people are currently doing, which is the Guilmon package with the Machinedramon line. So if you enjoy all of this, if you want to, and if you like, give us a like and subscribe down below. Ding that notification bell, because if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that. All of the support is greatly appreciated, and thank you guys so much for doing so. So I'm going to scoop all this up and share with you guys the first combo, primarily the main combo. That is why Mugen Guil is just so good and so strong right now. So the first one is going to be the Machinedramon. As I said, like the main thing that why this synergy pair is becoming so popular right now, and a lot of people are now currently looking at it. And it's obviously for Machinedramon. So your main stack just needs to end up be back. Believe it or not, you just need to get up to level 4. You just need to get up into a Groundmon, and you can get to like the most optimal play. And essentially the main focal point, the main synergy combo as to why the play works so well. It can be any base, ideally. You want to be the purple base, because then you get the most frequent resources back to your hand and you can start doing the loop again. The Guilmon could be any Guilmon. But I just want to show you the most optimal way of doing it. And that is, believe it or not, using the BT5 Guilmon. As you'll be able to pop it again a bit later, which we'll see. And again, it could be any Groundmon, but most commonly people are using the BT21 Groundmon because it does have that on delete gain of memory, which you have also seen in the Millenniumon Guilmon build. You don't need to have Analog Man or any tame on the board, but if you do, it just helps keep the memory as efficient as you possibly can. Obviously, if you do have the brand new Analog Man, it just makes it even better, but you don't even need to have the Analog Man in play. But again, I want to show you the most optimal way of doing it. You want to have, obviously, Groundmon X in hand and the new BT19 Chimeramon in hand. And obviously, you want to have a bunch of Cyborgs in the hand or trash. I just picked up a whole bunch of them that are currently in my Machinedramon deck. You can use any Cyborgs if you possibly want to. What goes good with the Guilmon synergy as well is that you can utilize the War Groundmons a lot easier and a lot more efficiently, as you can actually just trash these off your Guilmon on play effects. And it can be either one of the Machinedramons that we currently use, which is either EX1 or EX9. I'm going to show you guys what you can do. Like, essentially the play does essentially the same. You get most optimal out of the EX1 Machinedramon, which you'll see why. But either one of these works perfectly good. So we're going to start obviously by promoting our Groundmon. So we go into our Groundmon here, and then we're just going to evolve it into Groundmon X. So we'll be able to draw a card and then draw one trash one of the Groundmon X effect. And we gain on delete, play a Guilmon name from your trash without paying the cost. From here, we're just going to pay a simple 4 and evolve into Chimeramon from BT19. Again, drawing another card from Evo. And then we're going to use his effect by deleting one of your Digimon. You delete an opponent's level 3, 4, and 5 Digimon. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be deleting himself, which then you're going to start popping up to like maybe 3 bodies on your opponent's field. And you're going to have 3 effects triggering. So obviously you're going to gain the 1 memory from the ground one. So if you paid for... So you're at 3 with the mem setter, you're paying 4 for the effect, and you're getting 1 straight away. Straight away, without anything else and just having any mem setter on field, you're pulling back to no memory. So you're doing all this for 3 memory so far. We're then going to do other two effects in a certain order. Because we gained the on delete effect from Groundmon X, we're going to use that effect first. So what we're going to do is spawn back a Guilmon from our trash. So we're going to spawn back the BT5 Guilmon from our stack. Because when on deletes trigger, they're all essentially in the trash already triggering. They are trash effects. They're in, like, you get as a graveyard effects. So you get to pull stuff from the trash if it was in that stack. Then you're going to resolve your Chimeramons effect, which is on delete. By deleting one of your level 4 or lower purple or red Digimon, you may play a Machinedramon from your trash without paying the cost. So we're literally now just going to delete the body we just spawned back to play out any one of our Machinedramons from the trash. So since it's the BT5 Guilmon, we're going to pull back another memory. And now we get to play one of our Machinedramons. So if we play the new EX9 Machinedramon, we can just assemble because we are on playing it. So we get to do the assembling mechanic as well. It's essentially the same ruling as Digicross. And we can load 5 cyborgs with different names from our trash. We can just load them straight under. And since we're still playing it for no memory anyway, we're not needing to reduce the cost, but no, that's not really taking into effect. But now we just assembled a Machinedramon for only 2 memory if we've been mem-setted. Then, if it's the EX9 Machinedramon, we can use this effect to load a cyborg from our trash and trigger its on play effect and loading it to the top. So we're going to load, let's say, a BT7 Metal Greymon, triggering its on play effect to pull 2 memory because we have a Tamer in play. We've just done this entire play for no memory, 0 memory, and that is just literally having any mem setter on the field. If you started your turn as well with an attack of the heavy mobile Digimon, you've got a rush play as well. You got a rush and potential blitz if you needed to, but you've got a rush play, which then you can swing. You can do like 3 checks in terms of the stack, doing 3 checks. You can then use the Megadramon's effect to restand, and then pop a Digimon. It's going to be your lowest, so it's going to be the only guy in the field. And then you get to do another 2 checks. That's 5 checks already, just from that. So that is with the new EX9 Machinedramon. But what if we did this optimally? Well, the most optimal way is, believe it or not, with the EX1 Machinedramon. Because when you on-play him for 3 of the Chimeramon, you load 5 Digimon from your cyborgs from your trash. And then you pull 5 memory. So you've played this whole play for positive 2 memory, which is absolutely insane. You remove 3 bodies from your opponent's field from the Chimeramon's effect of 3, 4, and 5. And you've done all of this off just a single Evo and a single delete, which is absolutely absurd. I completely, like, people were playing and teching Chimeramon in their deck from BT19, like, before. Like, we were doing this before, but it's absolutely crazy how, like, by the time we got to EX9, we didn't realize that, oh, well, if you just chain these effects correctly, you don't need to have other bodies on your board, because that was Chimeramon, Machinedramon tech problem before, is that we had to tech in other purple level 3s and get those on the field simultaneously with a Chimeramon, and then we were on playing the Chimeramon, so we were paying 8. We were doing all this for 3 memory, and now we are doing this for positive 1 memory. Like, if we not counting any like +1 on delete effects, any analog man tamers, any mem setters, for just paying 4 to evolve, we're now going to an EX9 Machinedramon for +1 memory, which is absolutely absurd. when you really think about it in that way. But that is just the current way how people are doing this in Machinedramon. It's a simple combo. It's a short combo, I say, with like doing this for 8 minutes. But like on paper, it's just like, well, yeah, like this is quite obvious. But like, again, no one was doing this. No one was literally doing this. We've had EX8 for ages and no one was doing this play. Like, you can't say, well, we're waiting for Machinedramon, we're waiting for these new cyborgs and that new analog man. Like, there's no excuse. He could have been doing this ages ago. We could have used any mem setter in our deck. Like, we could have used like Nene, for example, and that kind of thing. Or like literally any mem setter in our deck if we wanted to get the memory back. Analog use would trigger this effect because you're popping level 5 with sources. Like, we could have been doing all of this. It's like absolutely crazy that we're now just doing this now, which is like really cool. Like, if I'm going to be testing this build before I can get into the next combo line with the Millennium one stuff, I am going to be testing this build at my next locals, which I believe is a casual, so I'm going to be doing lots of play testing. And once I've got the build, if you like it as well, post it down below so I also know that you want to see it. But I will be posting a Mugen Guil deck. Like, I did some quick testing at my last locals with it, and it's really fun. Like, when the combo pops off, it pops off really well. And so I'm going to be doing a lot more testing and get a finalized build for you, because I really like it in short layman's terms. But I think the synergy is fantastic. Like, the synergy is so strong that I just feel like this has to be the new way to play Machinedramon. Like, it has to be the new way to play Machinedramon. Like, it's so much value. It is absolutely so much value. So, with all that aside, I'm going to quickly scoop all this up and I'm going to show you guys how we can probably utilize this in Millenniummon. So I'll see you guys in a minute. And we're back with the board all set up again. So again, we just need to have these two cards in our hand. If we have the Nene on board, again, you get the most optimal way of doing the play. If you had a Attack of the Heavy Mobile in your hand that you can utilize, maybe if you want to get the Machinedramon trash, either one of these Machinedramons work for the play, and either one depends on what you want to do with your board, how you want to progress, what you're facing in that kind of scenario, etc, etc. But I also want to share with you guys that you don't need to have the Digimon if you don't want to or own the promo Digimon. You can still actually do this with Pagumon from BT19, and you can still utilize like your Gazimon searches as, again, your main level 3 that you want to utilize as a Guilmon is your BT5, and that just evolves on Pagu for nothing. And what's really good as well is that with the Pagumon on delete, you get to, if you deleted other than battle, you return any level 3 purple from trash to hand, which then you can get back some of your searches or any other level 3s that you have in your trash at the time when you're doing the play. So Pagu still works if you want to, or you don't own the Gigi, but I'm just going to keep going with the Gigi because obviously that is maybe going to be your ideal way. Again, your most optimal way of doing it. So I'm going to have a Attack of the Heavy Mobile in hand, and I'm just going to have these in hand as well. But again, you only need one of these. So again, we're going to raise up. We're going to start our turn. Our tamer sets up to 3. We're going to promote the ground one here from our back. We're going to use the Attack of the Heavy Mobile, trashing any cyborg machine in hand. To have all of our level 6 Digimon with machine trait, gain rush, and blitz if they have sources. So we're going to trash either one of our Machinedramons in our hands. So again, I'm just going to put them both in the trash. And now the Attack of the Heavy Mobile is live. What we're going to then do is going to evolve our Groundmon to Groundmon X, gaining drawing 1, trashing 1. And then we're going to gain that on delete effect to play Guilmon. Then we're going to evolve into our Chimeramon and use this on the on evolve effect, deleting itself, deleting a 3, 4, and 5, and then so on and so forth. So what we're going to do, we paid 4 to evolve, and now we're going to resolve all of our effects. So obviously the Groundmon inherent is going to on delete give us a memory. we can then use the Digimon to revive something to our hand. So I'm just going to grab this Growlmon because we want to use the on delete from the Growlmon X to play back our Guilmon. From here, we can then resolve the Chimeramon to delete a level 4 or lower purple or red Digimon. So we're going to delete the Guilmon, giving us another memory on delete, and then we can play a Machinedramon. So what you bring back is all determined on what you have extra in your hand and what your opponent's on the field. So if you want to go for mass board removal, you can play back your Machinedramon here. So from BT19. If you have the Nene as your tamer, when you're on playing a composite, you can do a Digicross using stuff from your trash. So what you can do is you can now Digicross the Machinedramon with the Chimeramon if you want. Gain your on play pop of level 5 or lower, and then because we have the attack of the heavy mobile, Machinedramon can swing and do 2 checks. What you could also do though is actually tech in and load EX9 Megadramon, as the Machinedramon from BT19 can Digicross with level 5 or lower Cyborg and Composites. So if you Digicross, let's say, a Megadramon from EX9, you pop a level 5 on your opponent's field. You can swing with the Machinedramon because of the attack of the heavy mobile. Do 1 check, but then end of attack, unsuspend and delete your lowest level. So you can just now delete the Machinedramon again. Then using his effect on delete, play back a Chimeramon, a Cyborg or Composite trait that's level 5 or lower. Chimeramon on play again. Pop, 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 pop. Pop 3, 4, and 5. So you're popping 2 3s, 2 4s, and 3 5s. So you're popping like 7 Digimon, which is absolutely crazy. Again, all with positive, with still 1 memory to play with your play. So that's one way that you can do the combo, depending on what your opponent has on the field. But what you can also do is, let's say you on play back with your Chimeramon effect, BT18 Machinedramon. Well, when you on play BT18 Machinedramon, he has his on play to de-digivolve all of your opponent's Digimon. And then, if you have a, let's say, a revive from darkness or any way to delete your Machinedramon in your hand, you can then go, cool, revive from darkness, pay 4, pop a machine, pop your machine, and then you play back a level 5. So we're going to play back our Chimeramon. From here, we can then use Machinedramon's effect on delete, perform a DNA into Millenniumon. And then he deletes something. He then returns Digimon back to your opponent's deck. So let's say they did have a 3, 4, and 5 on the field. Oh, cool. A level 3, a level 4, and a level 5. It's still our turn. Swing, do 2 checks. It's like, it's insane. Like, it's absolutely insane what we can do with this synergy. It turns what was before, like, the next best Chimeramon in a Millenniumon deck to arguably the best Millenniumon, the best Chimeramon in your deck. Like, just having a different line from the low end completely changes how you can now view Millenniumon until the promo comes out. Like, even then, when the promo comes out, you can still, like, this build will still play the same. Like, your low end essentially will not change and will not need to change because of the new promo option coming out. And it just makes your line so much more efficiently. It makes your speed much more efficiently because now you're not waiting to climb up all the way to level 6 or a level 5 to in the back to then promote and delete and start getting off your effects. You're promoting from a level 4. That's 2 turns. Arguably 1 turn, because if you went first, you can evolve into the 3, evolve into the 4, and off you go. Like, on your next turn, you just promote. So, I guess, yeah, it's still 2 turns. But, like, it's so fast. That is literally so fast. And if you're wondering what we need to get the stuff in the trash, well, no, you don't. Like, let's say you just have all this in your hand. Like, and again, not even with the Nene. if you just have this stuff in your hand already, you need nothing in your trash. Like, you literally need nothing in your trash. It obviously, this whole play works well if you had the Nene. Let's say, like, they do a security check. Oh, cool, I got my memo set out now. Oh, cool, I just promote my level 4, evolve into the 4, we draw a card, we trash a card. Cool, so now I evolve into the level 4, pop, pop this, pop everything, gain a memory, spawn back the 3, grab the 4 back to my hand, pop the 3, bring back the machine, gain another memory. Oh, cool. Digivolve, play this for 4, pop this, revive this, DNA, Millennia, maybe get back like 1 memory. Like, worst case scenario, you get back 1 memory. Well, cool. So I just now assembled Millennium on turn 2. It's crazy. It's insane. And we drew another card. And then, like, we've assembled Millennium on our second turn. We've got back one of our level 4 pieces, so we can do this whole combo again if we needed to. We still netted 2 draws because we drew, we evoed twice. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely absurd. Like, Grammon X needs to go. like I don't want it to go, obviously, because this whole combo revolves around it. But, like, you just need 1 Grammon X. Like, if they limited Grammon to 1 with the other level 4 X antibodies, I'd still be doing this. I'd probably still be doing this. I'll just find more ways to get more draw power and more search power in my deck. But yes, guys, I do hope you enjoyed these 2 combos on how the Grammon package, the new Guil, the current Guilmon package that everyone is doing with Grammon X, just really fits so well and helps out both the Machine Dramon deck and the Millenniumon deck. And, like, honestly, it's all thanks to this Chimeramon. Like, this Chimeramon is the glue. If it wasn't, like, you could argue that these are the glue, like this, like the Grammon X is the thing that's putting it all together. But no, it's this Chimeramon. Again, the second best Chimeramon in Millenniumon is what's doing all of this for these 2 decks, which is absolutely fantastic, and I love it so much. But guys, again, hope you all enjoyed this this combo video. Like, I will be testing these decks out. I'm really excited. I got all these, like, deck sleeves and everything. I want to get as much testing with these as possible, because I really want to do update profiles for you guys. Like, knowing this now, I feel really bad uploading that Millennium Guilmon deck, because I was literally just doing it all wrong. Like, I honestly think that I was doing it wrong, which then to me, I've done that build and that profile disservice. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's absolutely crazy. I haven't even touched on that now. Machine Dramon players are taking, like, well, some of them are taking one of this just to get the Chimeramon back to do more board wipes. It's crazy. It's so good. But yes, guys, I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below what you think. Are you doing this with your Machine Dramon decks? Are you doing this with your Millenniumon decks? Do you really like this combo? And how the synergy works? Do you think this is as strong as I'm probably hyping it up to be? Or do you think that it's great, but, like, normal Machine Dramon is the best way to go? Normal Millenniumon is still the best way to go? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. But as always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, as always, stay safe. And, of course, happy dueling.